very sultry and hot morning here in Hyderabad, and I have my friend's KTM today. So I had it for some work actually. So I thought, why not make a video while I'm at it? Because anyways, I would headed towards the city, and this is the place near my house where I have tea. Chal Naresh, आता हूँ. Alright, so I was thinking about making this video again since a long time, and my frequency of uploads has increased because I've been roaming around a lot. I was busy since a few days, but now finally I'm getting a bit of time to shoot vlogs. So anyways, so the KTM RC390 or RC200 or Duke 200 or 390, but most importantly the RC390. I've been seeing like most of my friends, like a lot of my friends have met with accidents on this particular bike, RC390, and I also know like some very good riders, like Gypsy Danger. He was a good friend of mine. I used to ride on the track on this bike in Chennai. He was a very good rider. Even he passed away due to an unfortunate incident. And it's like there have been a lot of memes coming up on the internet and lots of questions in people's minds whether KTM is a safe bike or not. People die on a KTM, all those stereotypes. So I thought, why not? Because one of my friend was first to get the KTM RC390 in Hyderabad when it was launched. So I thought, why not I give my opinion on the bike, so as to why these accidents are happening. So to begin with, the bike is powered by a 390cc single cylinder engine, so that explains how the power delivery will be. It will be right in your face. It's tuned for mid-range, quite a good low end, and on the RC I find quite a good top end as well. And for its size and weight, it is very very lightweight. Most of it is plasticky. KTM has done that to save weight, and it's quite good. There are some vibrations, but then when it comes to riding the bike, this bike is completely meant for the track. It is not at all comfortable for the street. I know some people might disagree. They say they've done quite long tours on it as well, but trust me, even they know in their heart that if they had a naked 390, they'd be much more comfortable, because the bike has too much of a spot on handling. Like it's quite aggressive, and power delivery is nothing short of crazy. It's like it's pretty fast. I mean, for the price you're paying and the bike you're getting, it's very fast. And the brakes are amazing. It gets ABS, it gets Metzeler tires, and everything on this bike is just so perfectly balanced. It's a very very good bike. Trust me, it's if I had to go to a track here in India, I would choose this bike because it's very relatively cheaper to maintain than any other imported vehicle. If you're going to the track, a set of tires and all will be quite reasonable on this one. But when it comes to street riding, this thing is too aggressive. Point number one. And point number two is people are not crashing because of the bike, it's because of them. Now this bike, when you keep going faster and faster on it, it just inspires more and more confidence. This is the way KTM has engineered this bike. You take a corner at like 80, the next time you go you feel like going even a bit more, 100, 120, because the tire is chasey, everything holds it up so perfectly well. You just want to push it more and more, and when you're pushing it more and more, what you don't realize is the environment is not in our control. Anyone can jump in, even a coconut might roll in, or an animal might run. Anything can happen. And most importantly, any super sport you take is primarily designed to handle the weight of the rider only. Pillion is just for short rides. That is my opinion. Again, having a pillion on such bikes, it's not really advisable if you're going fast especially. So lots of accidents happen when there was a pillion sitting behind, because the controlling of the bike is a bit harder when you have a pillion with you. So, and also most of the people going for this bike are just kids who've just passed their 10th grade, or just finished their intermediate. Some of them don't even have licenses. So when you're giving such an explosive machine in the hands of a teenager whose hormones are boiling, you're about to see something bad happen. That teenager is gonna crash, even say on a Activa. So parents, just be careful the next time your kid asks for a KTM, because KTMs are very very sharp bikes. This bike, it's a very sharp handler. It changes direction when you want it to. It's very agile, and even in traffic it's very very maneuverable, and you just feel like slicing through traffic. So when the bike makes you feel so confident, you naturally tend to try to push its limits. But then on the track it's a different story, but on the street things are not under your control. So you have to be extra careful. And coming to why good riders crash, and again, see, no, I have never personally seen or witnessed the crash, God forbid, so I can't really say. But my hypothesis is this thing is just too sharp to be used on city roads. It's very very aggressive. It's just like a mini Daytona with vibrations when it comes to the seating posture, everything. So all in all, guys, it's not the fault of the bike, apart from a little bit of quality issues with the bike. Like over time, some people have experienced failed radiator fans, side stands coming off. Some people have even experienced engine head issues due to overheating. Apart from that, the bike is an amazing bike. I mean, what more could you ask for in a price of 2.5 lakhs? You're getting everything. If you want like a track bike for your track days, relatively cheap to maintain, this is the bike to go. But on the street you have to be very very careful. People think accidents are happening because of the bike. No, it's just like the RD350 of today. But back in the day, RD350 didn't have such good braking, but this thing, it has everything. Chassis is good, suspensions are very good, everything is very well balanced. But most of the people also crash because they are changing the tires. Instead of you see that Metzlers are like 25,000 a set for front and back, and they don't last that long because they're soft compound tires. So most people switch to MRFs, which are shitty tires for this bike. And when you put MRFs and you go with the same confidence level as on a Metzler, something bad is about to happen. It's gonna happen. So just increase your budget, guys, a bit. Go stick with Metzlers only, because the company has designed the bike to be aggressive. So MRFs are not gonna hold up. You're gonna end up in trouble. So all in all, whoever's thinking of buying an RC390, please, it's a very good bike. Even for short commutes it's very good. Yeah, a little bit of vibrations and all, but otherwise it's fine. And only thing, the bike just encourages you to push harder and harder, because all the ABS, the tires, chassis, everything works perfectly. So you just feel like pushing her even and harder. But please don't do that in traffic, because the environment is never under our control. And on this bike you don't even realize how rash you're going unless somebody is looking at you from a third person perspective. Trust me, filtering through traffic is next level fun on this bike. So guys, rest in peace to all my friends and other fellow riders who have lost their lives on this bike, or any other bike for that fact. So it's not because of the bike. Just be careful, guys, whoever riding these. Or especially, I know most of my subscribers are like, some of them are even underage. So please, if you have a bike, or if you're planning to get a bike, I'm planning to do a video on that too. Just be very careful, guys. It all depends on this. How well you train your hand is how well the machine's gonna treat you. So please take care, guys. Ride safe. And no, KTMs are not death machines. A very good bike, very sharp bikes at a very good price. Just you have to be a bit more extra careful when you're riding them, because they're very very sharp. You take any bike, 200, 390, RC, any bike, every bike is different. And especially this RC390 is the most affordable fast bike you can get in India, and closest you can get to feeling a super sport. So cheers, guys. This is my short vlog for today. Sayonara. Bye bye. Hey friends, how you all doing? So in the end, I'd like to add something which I forgot to add in the video. Incidents of such accidents are pretty common on KTM bikes because, well, KTM bikes are placed in the market at a very affordable price. Like previously, people used to buy Pulsars, R15 was the top like a few years back, but now you're getting a 390cc and 50 bhp monster for what, 2.5 lakhs. So it's in easy reach of many people, and as I said again, lots of young people are buying it. So of course, cases of accidents will be more, cases of reckless riding will be more. So it's not the case with only this bike. I've seen people, even riding Daytona and all these expensive bikes in a very noobish kind of way. So the accidents there are not much highlighted because, well, those riders are either not so active on social networks, or they just, of course, there are very few people who buy those bikes, so accidents will be also less as there are less riders. So that's just the equation. So anyways, I just like to add, any bike you're buying, please just have some control on your right wrist and ride safe, guys. See you.